Hey, my name is Mike Sullivan. I'm glad to be back. I broke my back about, I don't know, about 6 weeks ago, and it's really good to be back in the office. I'm just catching up on a lot of your questions. Thank you for reaching out to me. I've been doing this a long, long time. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. I've worked about, I don't know, maybe 10,000 cases. I've been on Fox and ABC Business News talking about the different national subjects that are out there. And my YouTube channel is really kind of not too long. I don't like to give you a lot of crap you don't need. Just want to tell you the truth. As a former IRS agent, I like to open the curtain back and show you how IRS is working certain cases, or I'm responding actually to a lot of questions that you have where you're really looking for good, solid answers. Like I said, I've been doing this for 1973, and I'm one of the top experts in the United States. So my goal is just to get information to you. So today, one of my first questions is someone asked me is how do you pick a good tax consultant or representative out? This industry, the tax resolution industry, there's a lot of players in this industry, a lot more than you think. There are thousands upon thousands, local and national. And how you pick the best out is you got to do some due diligence. I have, when I was worked for IRS, I probably, maybe could have been 4 or 5 thousand different representatives sat in front of me. And now that I'm on the national scene, I can easily tell you who's good and who's not. You have to really look at people's resumes and see what they're about, what they're from, what their experiences are. Doing IRS work, it's really knowing the system. You have to have the system. You got to know that system so well, or you're just never going to get a result. There's about 80% of the players in this space dabble in it. That is, they have clients, they call IRS, and they're learning from IRS and their clients what to do. There's probably between 15 and 20% are really, really good at what they're doing. Some people like local representatives, and I'm not saying this because I'm a former IRS agent, I'm really not, but if you really want to get the best results, you gotta hire people who've been in the system. I know this sounds like, wow, pat myself on the back, but there's a lot of people who work for IRS all around you. And if you want a good tax consultant, you'll want a good tax representative, you got to know people who know what's going on behind the scenes. I know things about financial statements, how the IRS thinks. You want to find those type of people who know what you have to expect on a case. What's the agent going to tell you? What forms do you need to fill out? Usually when I get a case, I spend about 2 weeks just doing due diligence to get you the best job. So there's some really good tax attorneys and CPAs and enrolled agents out there. But if you want to find the best, being perfectly honest with you, find people who worked in the system for at least 5 years. The IRS thing. Now we got to remember this. If you have a debt problem, you want to find someone who's a revenue officer or worked in collections. We have those. If you want to get someone who you have an audit case, you don't go to someone who worked in collections. You want to find someone else who's been an auditor. You want a settlement, you want to go to someone who worked in the collection division. You have to find your unique need and match that up with the person who worked at IRS specifically in for 5 years or more. So if you have any questions, you want to ask me anything, you can always call me. My number's here, 954-328-3501, or you can hit me my email. It's posted, Mike at irs-matters.com. Take your time finding the right person, interview them over the phone, ask them what they charge, the experience, and more importantly, this is a real important question to ask. Ask them, in your situation, given a similar case, what the result would be and how long it would take to go ahead and resolve that case, and what the expectations are and what are possible ways this case will be closed. By the way, make sure all your tax returns are always filed and up to date, and make sure in the year you're calling IRS, you're current with your estimate payments and withholding. I welcome all your questions. Thank you so much for watching me. Me and my M&M man give you a thumbs up. Thank you.